I think that starting with the addressing, I think the first thing we do is we approach the budget and we approach the government like a business. And we make sure that we're doing everything that we can do to minimize our expenses. The county government has been fortunate in that I think at this point we have a $7 million surplus. But the problem with a surplus sometimes is it makes you feel like that, well, maybe I ought to spend that money. So I don't think that, I think a surplus, one of the things that we should look at as an opportunity with a surplus is a reduction of taxes, not necessarily how can we spend it. The flip side of that is if we need something, we need to make sure that we consider that, since we do. But some of the things that people are wanting, there's a lot of talk about the senior citizens building. Of course, the first thing we have to do, we have to cover police, fire, road, and drainage. I mean, that's the nuts and bolts of our county government. And then inside of that is, I think, public safety, which part of that is 911. And I believe, and I don't know this to be fact, and I almost hate to say it because I don't know if it's fact, but it's my understanding that in the near future we're going to have to buy a new radio. And it has to do with the federal mandate of radio frequencies and what we can use and what we can't. And so that we're not going to be able to continue using our current system that we're using, and it's pretty, I think that's going to be a significant expenditure. So that's coming in the near future, and that fits under police and fire and public safety. I think that we talked a little bit about it before, but our waterways, I think we need a comprehensive plan in Davis County to take care of our drainage. I believe, the way I understand it is the city has a pretty elaborate plan, and sometimes as the water reaches the county, we don't have adequate drainage system in place to go ahead and get rid of the water. So we need to make sure that that's in place. We have a lot of problems with Panther Creek being trees falling in it and different problems, and we're spending a lot of money keeping it clean, and there's things we could do to eliminate the problems long term, as opposed to just kind of taking care of the little problems as they come up. So I think the waterway plan is going to be a drain. And the last thing, and I kind of mentioned it, is the pressure to reduce taxes. I think is always going to be there.
Now, when you say taxes, you mean both property and occupational taxes?
Well, there's property, occupational, and insurance tax. Those three should always be on the table.
Okay.